Wait a minute.
Hey, good morning, YouTube family. I'm bringing y'all Love Island Beyond the Villain. And that was season 1, episode 3. Okay, so still at the Chula and Kayla and Liv, when they was having their disagreement or, disagreement of words. Kayla said, don't play dumb. And then Liv says that she has no one in LA. So that's why it was, it pretty much was so easy for her to, attach to Kayla, because Kayla had the family. And she did, she did. It just seemed like to me she kind of used Kayla. But now me hearing that she didn't have anybody in LA, maybe not. And then Kayla said that she has no one. Well, Kayla says that you're not healing her. She said that Liv is not hearing her. And she about, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, because in one instance, it seemed like she is hearing her. One instance, it seemed like she's not hearing her. Another instance, it seemed like she don't understand what she's saying. Another instance, it seemed like she do understand what she's saying. And it's just like, girl, don't play, like Kayla said though, don't play dumb. And she does that a lot. I'll just go ahead and say, she does that a lot. But at this point, Janae is eating as she loves to eat. And Janae says that they both want it over with. She said they want it over with. It's evident. And pretty much they need to just make up so she can go somewhere else and eat her some good food and not just have to eat snacks. She don't mind eating though. So I have no idea how she can eat like that and then the body still be 10. I mean, I know she work out and this and this and that, but I'm like, girl, you still be having your body just be 10. Okay, girl. I got you. And then Liv invite Kayla to her housewarming party. And Kayla was like, who's all gonna be there? And she don't want Connor to be there, of course. And then she don't want Caleb to be there, of course. But Kayla said that she misses her friend, her best friend, all that. I said, okay. And then they hug and they walk out into the sunset. You get what I'm saying? Into the sunset. And they both say in the confessionals, they will both come, both come back to the discussion or whatever, because they still, neither one of them still trusted, but they gonna work towards it. For better words, they gonna work towards it. And everything will come back. And then Messy Kenny now. Oh no, not Messy Kenny. I'm sorry, y'all. I be getting him and Kendall. It's too many K names. Kenny and Miguel, they both hike and they talk. They just talk about how they love LA. I would love LA too if I was there. I really would. And then they both talk just how, that they wish everyone, would get along. But for better words, they not gonna all get along because there's too many differences of opinions. I mean, come on now. And then it quickly goes to Connor, Aaron, and Aaron's brother, Daniel. And they go surfing and catch some waves. And there wasn't much going on. That's all they wrote. I was about to skip their whole scene. And then Connor sent a text inviting Kenny to go surfing with him. And then Connor says that Kenny is on a short leash. And see, that's what I be talking about. That's what I be talking about, Carter. Connor, you always be saying something slick. And it ain't because you ain't from the USA. You always got something to say. And I'm like, look, my boy, I really don't like it. And then you want to sit up there and say that Kenny is on a short leash. Always talking shit. Like, for real. Always. That's why he can't never get nowhere. And Kenny and Miguel, they both make it to the top while hiking. And then they just was so pretty. The top of, LA is so pretty. You can just overlook the whole city. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then Kaylee, Kendall, Louie, Torin, Kendall's friend, they all just got back from Stagecoach. And they met and they managed, Caleb and Kayla's boyfriend. Of course, Kayla's boyfriend, whether she want to admit that he's her boyfriend or not, girl, that's your boyfriend. Okay? And then Kayla is acting like they are not hooking up. And we already know Missy Kendall gonna tell it. You can't get nothing past him. And Kendall calls Caleb to come to dinner. And then Kendall so messy, like I've been telling him. And then I'm like, Caleb, to show up. And I'm like, he just be looking for a shock value, a reality, a reaction, or whatever. He's just like a messy, naughty queen. He still, it's okay if he a messy, naughty queen. I understand. But don't do that, boy. Don't do that. I knew he was going to do that. I just knew he was going to do that. And then Aaron's still talking about after the reunion in New York and then blah, blah, blah. And we moved on from that. And Caleb does, let me tell you, once they all get to Liv's housewarming, Caleb, he does show to the restaurant and he is acting so subtle, so damn subtle. And I'm like, you giving halfway hugs and all that stuff to Kayla, like, hey, boy, stop this shit. Stop that. And then he acting dumb. And then knowing that, I'm like, what the he did? I mean, like, he didn't know what he did. He just be playing on Kayla's head top. I be so upset. He try to make her seem so dumb. And this and this and that. And I said, I don't like that. Okay? We gonna just move on from his. Cause, oof. And then they're at OSPI, and Liv and Miguel are talking and having drinks. And then Miguel says that they pretty much live together. And he is in love with her. And she has, now this is Liv now. Not Liv, yes it is Liv. Bumps on her arms. And then she said, I am so nervous. And I was nervous too when she had them bumps on her arms. Because I said, girl, I hope that, Leah, I'm saying Liv. It's Leah. I hope that when you be out in the with the animals and all that stuff, that's not the reason why. Because you know she said that she's so close to her animals, and I hope that's not the reason why. I really hope it's not, because she had me nervous, and I said, "Girl, you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay, girl?" I'm asking, is she gonna be okay? And then I'm like, girl, don't do that. And that was nervous. And Cordell comes home and Milo is in attendance. You know how they have, it's like a backpack and then they have their cats. He has cats in, I guess a cat backpack or whatever. And Milo is there. And you know for a fact that she nervous. You know Serena is nervous. And you know cats do stuff to her. And like I said, I wholeheartedly understand. I don't hate cats, but that's just not my type of pet that I would be having, okay? And then, I mean, she says that Cordell is going to ATL for 4 weeks for a scripted series. And Janae is really scared of the cat and Milo. She really scared of the cat, Milo. And she says that he is so damn cute. But she pretty much, she gonna have to work into it. He gonna have to work into it. And she is asked if she can, retwist his hair. And then she started retwisting his hair and all this stuff. Well, actually, he asked her to retwist his hair. And, I assume that in maybe another scene that wasn't filmed, he come back when he dropped Milo off to possibly his sister. He come back so she can retwist that hair. I'm like, okay. And then Leah is talking to Kaylee about going to Liv's housewarming party. And she's talking to her friend Kaylee about going to Liv's housewarming party. And she just pretty much be sitting up there saying that she want to go, but then she don't want to go because if Caleb gonna be there, she don't want Connor to be there. And then she pretty much don't want nobody to be there. And I'm like, girl, it's okay. I mean, sometimes you have to just be in rooms with people that you don't get along with, or that you not cool like that with each other, but y'all can just be cordial. And I'm trying to make sure that Kayla understands that she can be cordial with those two gentlemen. And you don't have to speak to them. Okay? And she said that, this is what Leah said, she said, I feel like I'm a degenerate in this friend group at times. I said, I'm sorry. And then Leah is talking to, like, Kaylee about going to Liv's housewarming party. And I think I already told y'all about this, how she want to go, but she don't want to go. Because she don't want, want to run into those two men. She don't want to run into Caleb. And then she don't want to run into Connor, which I understand. I'm about to stun Connor. I wouldn't be stunning Connor if all people is who I would not be studying. So we're going to skip on over to Liv's housewarming. And then Kenny and Janae, they are the first people to arrive. And I'm like, And then Liv is saying that she is not going to, now, mind you, she says she ain't going to invite Kendall. And then she says she is trying to start things on the right track back again with Kayla. So she just thought not inviting Kendall, because if you don't invite Kendall, then Connor not gonna come, and then Caleb not gonna come. And I'm thinking, well, you about needed to not. You can keep Kendall. But then I thought about it. I said, Kendall messy too. So now, don't invite him. Now, that was the right mind that she had. Not inviting her. Now, this is what she said too. She said that she was not going to invite Kendall. And, you know, and then Aaron come to the party, like, asking about how it is with him and Janae. And then Liv asked Kendall and asked him to not get involved. You hear that? She asked him not to get involved. And then Kayla arrives and says that Kendall was pissing her off as soon as she got there. She said he pissed her off. And I said, let me tell him something. He always say, oh, I don't know. I'm like, Kendall, stop. Okay? Just say that you're doing it for the show. Because I would hate to think that you really like this. But the whole thing is Caleb bet not bring his, he bet not. And then Serena and Cordell, of course, they arrive and they bring 2018 wine, and Cordell said that y'all better drink this wine. This some good shit. This some good wine. I said, you could have brought it to me, because I need some wine. And then Kayla and Aaron, they duck off to talk. Finally, over a martini. And then I'm like, well, maybe not. Maybe not over a martini. And they discuss how she is happy with her little life and that life. And I'm like, little life and that life. So she happy with both lives. That's what I took what she was saying. And then Aaron says that they both are in the same place. That they are not familiar with, LA. And Kayla says that she still has his shirt. And she sleeps in the shirt. And then, he shrugged it off and all this stuff. But boy, he probably like, give me my shirt. And she said he could come get it if he want to. And then, it was determined that he ain't gonna come get that. Because she told him he can come get it if he wants to. And then he ain't trying to go. He ain't trying to do that, girl. He is not trying to do that. And she tells him that she thinks that they, can basically, be friends or whatever. They can be friends or whatever. And then he offered to take her shoe off and all that so she can be more comfortable. Then she said that she cold. And then she said she freezing. And then he take his shirt off. I said, see, okay, I'm finna just say this. She like Aaron. Aaron possibly like her. You just have to be able to take his dry, dull sense of humor. And that's exactly what he got. But he always want to say, I'm not from LA. He's not from LA. He's not from the United States. I'm like, look, let me tell you something. Aaron, don't play. Now, do not play. Don't play on Kayla's head top. Because y'all got a habit of playing on her head top for real. I mean, because, you doing it and that other one doing it. Caleb. And I'm like, And then Kendall do it too. And it's like the friend group, I think that Aaron's friend group is okay versus Kendall's friend group. They the ones who be starting that ish. But anyway, y'all, that was the show. That was Love Island Beyond the Villa, Season 1, Episode 3. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And I want y'all to do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all have a blessed day. And I'm going to get this uploaded for you. Bye, YouTube family.